this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Hundley. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Let's go. Fire 38. Flex round.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Fighting through. Cuts it out to the sideline. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Ohio. Let's go. Ohio.
Throwing, Hundley. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So now a 1st and 20. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Then here's a look at the starting offense. Second down following the run. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know, quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protective they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Deep drop. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. And the wideout in motion. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So they're operating in the red zone. So now it's first and goal, and they'll go with the ground attack here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Second and goal from the 1. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Bridgewater now from the 50. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But, boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Bridgewater now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. Look at the spin. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. First down, Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you think to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. See if they stay on the ground for second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
Snap comes at 1. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Rodgers. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he will find his man on the outside. Call it a gain of 5. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Hey, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Rodgers to throw on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches.
Touchdown, Packers! Their dangerous wide receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A strong running. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Fresh set of downs here. Bridgewater on first down. Left side caught by Diggs. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik Jackson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bridgewater. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throwing left side, it's complete. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. Backing up. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And on 2nd and 10 now. The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Easy. Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He's got time. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Finding time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
7 yards to go on second down.
Let's go.
second down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Tiger! Let's go! Way 90! Let's go! Way 90! Way 90! Forward!
Bridgewater on first down. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 44 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Second down, Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point try now for Walsh. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Time running out here on the play clock. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And the play clock's running down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They come up in an offset eye. And the back goes into motion. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. One after here coming up. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want.
He's got a man complete. They'll get 32 yards there, and it'll be first down Vikings.
Most receivers love running the post pattern. You go downfield as fast as you can, give a head fake or two, and then you head towards the post in the middle of the field and look for the football. A tough route to cover if you get fooled with a little bit of fake in the middle of it.
Bridgewater now. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
.33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And tough starting field position here. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll give the Packers a first down. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Rodgers now to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Danielle Hunter. He's the one to get him. And that's sack number 7 for him on the year. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So the D-line's going to spread out. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing is Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On second down, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. The big fella. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Second down, Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there if you like zone defense.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Over the middle, Rodgers has it. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That one goes for 24 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Halfback sent in motion. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Steps away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jude Ijagbarima. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Left side caught by Diggs. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Minnesota first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They go play action here, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kenny Clark in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, Bridgewater finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To the air again with Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So off is Bridgewater, on the kicker Blair Walsh on 4th down. From the left hash, this from 37. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Rodgers looking to throw. forced out to his left. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Green Bay, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now.